do so how do advertisers how do advertisers agencies they separate the sort of like the what they call it, the wheat from the shaft? Well, the once again, not to confuse the issue with who owns what media, and then your company and then the music label and all that, not confuse that issue. But media that seems to really sell product is influential, right? Sell product, like, and I don't just mean e-commerce, Amazon, Walmart, online stuff. I mean, like, stuff on the shelves seems to be influential, and they're not necessarily connected by the same corporation. They're connected by the consumer. So Howard Stern with his midget jokes, or Rush Limbaugh with his ultra conservative views, they might be connected not by the same parent company, but by the same consumer. All right, so you might find, for one consumer, you might find like Rush Limbaugh in the mix with Time Magazine, and for another consumer, you might find Howard Stern in the mix with Vogue, fashion magazine. Even though they're not connected by one parent company, they're connected by the consumer, and it is that consumer that actually buys stuff, and that is why those media things are influential. Other media things that are not influential, they may attract millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, scratching their head why they don't get any checks or anything at all, because they are part of nothing. So when you're out there shopping, use a little bit of common sense. You can't peek behind the scenes. You don't know what under the table deals these people are cutting with one another. Well, I'll tell you, they're not cutting any deals with one another. They're just doing what they're doing, and somehow they are influential because they are in the mix for a certain type of consumer. Right? You look at a consumer who reads Time magazine, you might find Rush Limbaugh there. And Time magazine, good magazine. You look at a consumer who reads Vogue fashion magazine, all hoity-toity. You might find midget jokes from Howard Stern there, and Vogue, all hoity-toity, all proper and correct. And yet those two guys very influential. All right. Another media title goes to you, got 100,000 views. The last video you look at isn't Swamp. That's why they're still waiting for their checks. Okay, so I'll see you guys later.